Wisdom Whispers 18. The mantis, the cicada, and the hidden oriole. In the ancient times, there was a wise man named Zhuangzi. People respectfully called him Zhuangzi. One day, Zhuangzi went to visit Diaoling, a place with beautiful scenery and pleasant surroundings. He walked along the forest paths, enjoying the natural beauty around him and feeling very relaxed. Suddenly, a strange bird called a yellow oriole flew in from the south. This oriole was different from others. It had wings as wide as 7 feet and eyes as big as 1 inch. It looked very impressive. The oriole flew right in front of Zhuangzi, almost touching his forehead, and then landed in the nearby chestnut forest. Seeing this, Zhuangzi couldn't help but wonder, what kind of bird is this? It has such big wings, but doesn't fly fast, and such big eyes, but seems not to see anything clearly. He decided to go and find out more. Zhuangzi lifted his robe and carefully walked into the chestnut forest, holding a slingshot to catch the strange oriole. He moved through the forest, looking around and searching for the oriole. At that moment, he saw a cicada sitting on a tree, enjoying the cool shade and singing happily, completely unaware of the danger it was in. Nearby, a mantis was hiding behind some leaves and quietly sneaking up on the cicada, planning to catch it. But the mantis was so focused on the cicada that it forgot to hide its own body shape and was exposed. And the strange oriole was following the mantis, waiting to catch it. It was so eager to get the mantis that it forgot its own ability to avoid danger and only thought about how to get the benefit. Seeing this, Zhuangzi felt a deep sense of realization and murmured to himself, "Oh, everything in the world is interconnected, and one thing often leads to another." The cicada, indulging in the cool shade, forgets its own safety. The mantis, focused on catching the cicada, forgets to hide itself. The oriole, eager to catch the mantis, forgets its own ability to avoid danger. It's a cycle of being attracted and caught off guard. At this moment, Zhuangzi suddenly felt a chill run down his spine. He realized that his own behavior was no different from these creatures. He was so focused on catching the strange oriole that he had forgotten about his own safety. He might also fall into danger just like the cicada, the mantis, and the oriole. So, Zhuangzi quickly dropped his slingshot and hurried out of the chestnut forest. As he was leaving, a forest keeper saw him and thought he was stealing chestnuts. The keeper chased after him and scolded him. Zhuangzi had no way to explain and could only leave in a hurry. When Zhuangzi got home, he kept thinking about what had happened. He felt very lucky to have escaped danger. If he hadn't been careful, he might have gotten into serious trouble. So, he decided to stay at home and reflect on his actions. He didn't go out for 3 months. 3 months later, his student, named Lin Qie, noticed that Zhuangzi hadn't left the house and asked him curiously, "Master, why haven't you been going out lately?" Zhuangzi sighed and said, "When I'm still, I can guard my body, but when I move, I forget myself. I can see the dangers of people chasing fame and fortune, but I didn't know how to avoid them myself. I heard from my teacher that when you enter a certain place, you should follow its rules. This time, I was in Diaoling, and because the strange oriole touched my forehead, I lost myself and was blamed by the forest keeper. That's why I've been staying in to reflect." Lin Qie understood right away. He realized the wisdom behind his master's words and the lesson about how everything in the world is interconnected. From then on, he became more careful in his actions and words. He no longer took unnecessary risks and learned to respect and follow the natural laws of the world. Zhuangzi, after this experience, also had a deeper understanding of the saying everything is interconnected, and one thing leads to another. He kept this lesson in his heart and always reminded himself to act cautiously. This story teaches us that in nature, everything is connected in a delicate way. We need to follow the rules of nature to find true freedom and peace. Don't lose yourself because of a moment's curiosity or desire. Always keep a clear head to avoid getting into dangerous situations. Many years later, the saying "the mantis catches the cicada, but the oriole waits behind" became a famous idiom. It reminds us not to be short-sighted and not to lose our true selves because of immediate benefits and desires. We should always think long-term to avoid getting into trouble. Thank you for watching this story. I hope it makes you think and gives you some inspiration. So, what do you think? Why did Zhuangzi bring a slingshot to the park? Did he often carry a slingshot when he went out? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel.